And welcome back again, guys, to another game playthrough. This is Forte Falzar, and I am thinking I might start calling the fan base, aka my subscribers or viewers, either the Forte folks or the Falzar freaks. Don't know yet. Kind of still debating on it. Anyways, continuing off where we left off last time. Last time, obviously, we had our first boss.
So V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope. But for now, we have a more pressing engagement.
Okay, I kind of butchered it now. First boss, I meant like first introduced, like introduction to the rest of like the crew or the cast or whatever, which was Lady, obviously. So it turns out, I guess Urizen like abducted her, right? And well, like I don't know what exactly what was going on there. I want to say that she was the host and she was being possessed by a demon. So I'm gonna go with that only because I haven't read into it that much. So really don't know what's going on. But safe to assume she was possessed. Anyways, as you guys just saw, we are starting off now playing with the mysterious V. Let's see, just gonna upgrade him real quick, or not just buy random junk that I don't know. It's like, to be honest, like some of the stuff that they do introduce, it's good, I'm not gonna complain about it, but the problem is like you don't necessarily need everything like to be the best. Like honestly, like as you guys saw, like even I don't need all of the arsenal, like the complete arsenal, just to perform triple S's or double S's or just like the highest rank there is. You just don't need it. I mean, like honestly, like I haven't like 100% anybody on their skill list. If anything, I'm just like basically just like I just get points. I'm leveling up. Maybe even trying to get the achievements for the PlayStation thing, like the PlayStation Trophy thing, maybe. And if not, then there's always that. But for right now, trying to level up V to the max. Looks like I have enough. Pretty much, dude. The only problem is this freaking last one. I swear to God, this is gonna be the hardest one, guys. Honestly, like honestly, it's like 3 million. I mean, kind of pricey. Like I was like almost there to 3 million, but like I'd rather just level up the rest. As you can see, though, 100% on him. He doesn't have anything else. I already bought every other shit from here. Let's get on with this before this gameplay through becomes, I don't know, way longer than it should be. Even though I'm already assuming, probably not, but I'm already assuming that this is going to be a long ass playthrough. We're going to probably have to split into 2 parts. But I think I'm going to end up downloading like both parts at the same time, only because like why make you wait for like part 2, Yeah, I might as well just get it over with that. But anyways, gonna start our mission. Very first mission with V. Not that much could be said about V at the beginning. I know what's going on with V though, but I'm not gonna spoil it. All I'm just gonna say this is this: V is just a mysterious kind of person. He's helping out the squad. Is he a new character? Maybe recurring character? Don't know. Not gonna say shit though. So I mean, if you want to find out, you're gonna have to stick to it and stay like, or just watch the whole like LP. Because if you don't, then you'll miss out, and then you'll have more questions than answers, which basically just is bad. All right. After that, as you can see already, we're gonna encounter enemy types. No new ones, as you can see. These are regular old ones that we already played with as Nero, and beat them. They shouldn't be too much trouble. The only difference is that we're gonna talk about the way V fights or his style. As you can see, he just whipped out a buck. Okay, so
breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare, just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, because killing them ain't my stick. I got your back, because dying is whack.
okay, so V's fighting style, let's just say puppeter and master. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Cause like let's just say that V doesn't actually fight like, okay, like how V fights, or how or why he differs from others is basically V fights in a style that is basically he controls these kind of beasts or creatures and they fight for him. So basically it's not that bad. The only like difference is that basically like you can stay as far as you want with V, and you could honestly say that V is like the easy mode, whereas in like Dante and Nero are the hard mode, whereas in like for them you have to get real close, and at the same time like you risk getting hit. V's not like that though. V, you can stay as far as you want and, you know, start swinging or whatever. I mean, literally these like creatures, like you don't have to move. Like the analog stick, they'll just go to them. They'll just like lock on, be ready to fight, and yeah. So honestly, I could say this for a fact, and people could you know, see for themselves, as it is true. V is an honest character, or an easy ass character to always get an S rank. And if you're struggling with this, either you're a noob, and then if you're a veteran and you're still struggling, well, just hang up, you know, just hang up the game. I mean, just quit, you know, just sell the game. Like, there's so many other people out there that could use the game. Obviously, you know, you're complete garbage, and you should just like leave it to someone else to do this job, because honestly you shouldn't have this much trouble. Like honestly, like I want to say like V's like a summoning type. You ever play basically any like Final Fantasy type games, you know how if you played her, you know how it works. You know, summons, they basically do their own thing. They really help out. That's what V's doing. He's just doing summons. Pretty badass. Let's see some other things about V besides his combat. Anyways, some other things besides V, like besides the combat, would be like V is actually not a goth, cause like I know that. Okay, so basically, like the other day, I was reading on Steam, like some reviews about how, you know, like basically, like Devil May Cry, just in general, the series should just come back, right? Cause like they haven't made a new game or whatever, like in so long, like sometime, right? And how they should just give us a game every other like 2 to 3 years. See, I agree with that logic, only for two reasons. One, because technically this series is pretty darn good. Two, they should bring back an anime series for this. I mean, I'm being straight up. Like, let's just say that the original anime series didn't run for as much, had barely any episodes, and it has a lot to desire. And honestly, like, whoever, okay, if it was Capcom that was like tagged into this, they really, like, and I mean really, need to like start it up again or whatever. Like, they just have to continue this project, because I mean honestly, I would be one of the few people that would be all like, you know, like give me a copy of that, or you know, like just let me watch the damn series. But anyways, I was on Discord, and basically I was on this chat, and it was about how basically like we were debating about just basically about a bunch of other games. Sorry guys, tongue twister. Anyways, we were just discussing about a bunch of other games, and one of them that just happened to come by was Devil May Cry. And honestly, I could say that, you know, I'm ooh. Anyways, honestly, I could say that I'm a pro when it comes to this, because honestly, like, I have done my homework on this, like on this series, and I know what's going on. So yeah. But anyways. We're discussing basically about how the series should just come back in general, and we should get a game like basically every two. Because I mean, I know how hard it is to make a new story, more games, and all that. But the thing is, at the same time, if you have like a loyal fan base, or just an audience that is willing to literally like put their freaking $70, because that's how much I spend on this game, just to, you know, play a series, honestly, we should do it. But then again, that's just me against, like, you know, compared to like a bunch of other people. And there you go. See guys, double S ring. As you guys saw, we were able to just like annihilate that. But anyways, so what would just happen was basically just describing to you guys, because obviously we have to discuss this. Okay, basically, as you guys just saw, V's hair turned yellow, aka Ultra Instinct. Nah, joke. That was just for, you know, you guys that are part of the local Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball S fan base. Anyways, so that was his Devil Trigger. And I'm probably going to get asked the question, okay, how come Nero's like Devil Trigger like he doesn't turn, like his hair doesn't turn a different color, you know. Okay, the reason is why is because he's a half-breed, and technically he doesn't possess like the full powers of a devil. He does transform, but like let's just say that that's for another day, you know. Right now it's about V, not about you know, Nero. But anyways, one thing I want to point out is, okay, depending on your time speed and how fast you get this through, you could actually see Nero on the other side of this bridge right here, barely making it. The thing is this, if you're not fast enough, you won't see him. The thing is, I tried to get as fast as I could over here, but I couldn't. So we don't have the fortune of seeing Nero. But basically, if you guys ever pick up the game or like, you know, just do a quick LP of this, honestly, you guys could see Nero. Again, I wasn't fast enough, so I don't think we're gonna see him this time, which kind of sucks though. But you know, there'll be some other YouTuber. That's what I'm gonna say. There'll be some other YouTuber that can show you guys if you guys really want to see it. If you don't, then you know, it's okay. But anyways, yeah, V is capable of, I guess, a devil trigger in a way. What does devil trigger do exactly? Okay, depending on the character specifically, it enhances like certain like techniques and all that. So basically, it's like this. I don't know that much on V, but for instance, what I've been reading is that his devil trigger basically, it just enhances basically his strength on all his creatures, so they do more damage. Like the damage output is that higher. His defense stays the same though, so any damage you take is always going to be the same no matter what, so that's not changing. So basically, if there was like hit points like in like a Pokemon game where, like I said, you take 15, you're always taking 15.
More power.
But anyways, what is cool is that he has a healing factor, aka, you know, he regenerates health when he's in Devil Trigger, which is also cool. And another thing about him is that, unlike the other Devil Triggers that we just saw, like for instance, Nero's, he actually gets a defense boost for some reason. But like, I guess just to even out like V in general, they didn't give it to him only because like I did tell you guys, like S ranking or just in general, like playing with V is just, he's just easy to play with, because I mean, you never really take hits, and the only thing that I do have a problem is like he, okay, as you can see this hellbear here, okay, basically like you would use the Panther, right, which is named Shadow. You would use Shadow to attack normally, but Shadow can't fly or hit him, you know, and he doesn't always hit like all the time. So that's one thing that I had a problem with, and this is one of the actual issues that I'm gonna get into like just right now since I'm on it. The game mechanics, they kind of fucked up here, because honestly, like Shadow, he has like no way of getting anybody, and the thing is, to attack you have to use Shadow with triangle, right? And I'm just gonna go to the whole mechanics. Okay, so basically Griffin, he's your square, basically your gun, so he's your long range, and Shadow just happens to be like your close range / melee. In this case, since you know, if you jump and you press triangle, you're basically making it where like Shadow has to attack. The problem is that since V is not actually attacking his Shadow and Shadow's landed, he won't go up. Instead, he'll just send like spires of spikes from his back to like hit the enemies that are up there, and they could sometimes cost you like just like a rank. But what we're trying, okay, one thing I'm gonna hang out right now is basically a shortcut for those that are trying to get basically 100% it on like the level itself too. Also, okay, if you see that mural right there of basically what I want to refer to as basically Guadalupe, watch. And now introducing Nightmare. What is Nightmare? Okay, so basically Nightmare is the devil trigger for for V. Whenever you summon out, whenever you want to go into devil trigger, your hair will also change color, but you summon out Nightmare, as Nightmare is like your counter side. Is he badass? Honestly, he is. He does colossal damage, guys. I cannot stress on the colossal. Like, it's just, his damage output is just out there. Like, as you guys can see, I haven't even got hit once. I'm just murking these guys like left and right. And it's kind of sad. See, look, triple S rank, smoking sexy style. Honestly. Boom, and we finished with the double S rank, but that's not what matters. What matters is we got that triple S rank, just showing you guys. By the way, V's gauge is all the way up. It's like, well, for like Just like the devil trigger gauge, it's all the way up, not the health gauge, because I still gotta work on that, as you guys saw. But anyways, yeah, his gauge is all the way up, so colossal damage, easy ass way to get a triple S rank. Not that hard, you know. And basically, this is like what I want to consider as like the, I guess like a shortcut slash mini way to get other items or whatever, you know, across the map. This is, you can actually take this way to actually get further in the game and progress. You also get health, a bunch of red orbs, you know, for like basically power points, you know, just to spend and all that, like on whatever items you need to like increase your item. Oh, and by the way, here is, okay, so I never got into these. Okay, basically these little insects, they open up their gateways to other parts. As you guys saw, this is the first one, I mean the second one I just picked up. The first one in the beginning, in the other stage, I picked up one. This is the second one. It's gonna be needed to specifically open one part. I did tell you guys, like at the beginning of the game playthrough, I'm gonna make it as 100% as possible, just because I want to make this LP as best as I can be on the first time. There will be extra videos, so you know, stick for that. But that's later on for like extra stuff, like basically like I named in the beginning of the LP. I was gonna go through, basically there's a thing called the Bloody Palace. I'm also gonna go and introduce that, and you know what it is exactly, what they do and all that. But besides that, like just stick around for like the extra parts, like right after this gameplay playthrough is done. Once it is done, you know, just tell me, just give me your overall opinion, you know, like basically a review after your experience with you know, me being as basically your host and you guys being my audience. You know, like a talk show, game night talk show. But anyways, like I was saying, I'm gonna try to bring basically every secret location shortcut, any glitches if I find them. So far, I haven't found any on this stage. If you do find something on this stage and you happen to be a viewer and you actually picked up the game, you know, let me know. Because a better rank is you know, it's just basically best. But anyways, as you guys saw there, we just did that, so we're gonna come out, well, I guess. Gonna pick up every red orb I see, and again, see this, guys? Like, I can't swing at him. Like, honestly, look, okay, see? Auto lock on feature always locks on. I don't know why. But like honestly, sometimes I just wish Devil May Cry wouldn't do me dirty like this, because like, I hate how like it's basically like this. An enemy spawns, they automatically lock on to whatever, and like, even though I don't want to fight him right now, I just want to get the orbs. Oh, and by the way, like sometimes it is mandatory that you finish all enemies before you progress. Not all the time. Just like stating that, as that's not the situation, you know. Like, it's not true. But if you heard that supposedly like in all the missions you have to actually beat all of them, no, some of them are timed. You don't really need to. So you know, there's like basically like, because there's a myth about that, about how basically like, because the thing, time is also of the essence in this game. Like, they encourage that you try to beat the game as fast as possible. I mean, the game, like, finish the level as fast as possible in the shortest amount of time, or the quickest amount of time, if you will. And yeah, basically just to get an overall rank. But anyways, they encourage you, all that good stuff. And sometimes, you know, some people bite off more than they could chew, and it's just not enough. For me, like, basically it's not that big of an issue, as either way, like, because the thing is, it's like, okay, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna tell you this, guys. If you guys can master the controls of this game and just be a complete badass, it shouldn't be a problem. You should always get an S rank at least. Like, and I think that's the highest one you could get at the end, so it shouldn't be a big, like a really big problem. But if it is for you guys, that's fine, you know. Like, some people just can't do it and others can. But if you're like a perfectionist, which I know there might be some people looking at this video and, you know, like, oh, like I'm gonna be a complete perfectionist, then this is for you guys. You know, just throwing it out there. For me, never really happens to be. It's just that I just happen to be good at like rhythm / combo games, and this is one of them. So I just happen to be good. Okay, so as you guys just saw, that we just used both of these little items or little creatures or whatever on both of these Clothfar roots. Now again, you need both, or if not, you won't get to this second part, which I'm about to show you, because we're about to get to something that I really didn't go over in my very first time I encountered it. Complete dumbass. But I'm gonna also end the video with this, and because I mean, for two reasons. It's actually getting too long, like I predicted, and 2, I have more to talk about than actually, you know, than I thought I did. But anyways, okay, let's see. Turn it on here. Okay, there's obviously the red orb thing. Always useful to pick that up. And okay, so one thing I'm gonna go over right now before I end the video. Okay, so basically there's these locations in the game. Basically, the secret missions, and basically what they do is one of 3 things. They either supply you with a ton of red orbs. They help you, which is basically like, okay, like if you guys ever play the Mega Man series, there's something called basically like heart containers and all that. Then it increases like your boost, like of your HP, and not like basically in this case like the devil gauge or your energy gauge. Basically, you go to these missions and you just like complete like whatever they're asking for, like because there's always gonna be like a quest or whatever. You complete it and you get them, and then you know you move on. Obviously, I haven't done all of them, but you know that's just me, you know, because I'm just lazy as fuck. Or if not, I just don't know how to do them. Because some of these are really challenging, and you really have to like think about like what move to use or like how fast you should do it in. But anyways, well, this is gonna be the end of the game playthrough. You know, come back for part 2, dropping out. Basically, I'll try to drop it out like in the same day as possible if I can. If not, then you know for some other day. But stick around, guys.